If you want to record actual drums, well, you might want to actually talk to somebody who knows more about that. Hello, welcome to the internet. Are you an aspiring songwriter or creative genius like me, and you want to get started recording your own music, but you don't want to spend a lot of money? Well, you've come to the right place. Why don't you follow me
down to my studio, and I'll show you how I do things.
What's up? It's Devin, coming to you live from my home studio, if you can believe it or not. This is all that I need to create the music that I create. This video is going to be for people who want to learn how to start writing and recording their own music today. This isn't for gearheads, people who want to build their own studio and eventually turn it into a business. That's a different video. If you're looking for like gear reviews, how do I, soundproof my room, this is not for you. This is a place for creative geniuses who can't be hampered down by trivial things like gear knowledge. So if you really, really want great recordings, then I suggest that you either invest tens of thousands of dollars into creating your own perfect studio, or you just go bite the bullet and pay a professional to do it. But if you're like me and you don't have time to go book a studio and pay hundreds of dollars every time you have a great song idea, then this is for you. I can tell you everything that you're going to need to get started to achieve, at the very least, the same quality that I have achieved. And why should you want to do that? Because. Alright, so first of all, let's get started with our amp. You're going to need an amp if you want to record any kind of instrument. Voice, guitar, doesn't matter. Anything you want to do. Let me introduce you to my little friend here. That's right. It's the Focusrite Scarlet. There's nothing wrong with the Focusrite. I want to stop right here and just explain something to you right now and make things perfectly clear. There is nothing wrong with the Focusrite Scarlet. Do not listen to people who say that the Focusrite Scarlet is for noobs and SoundCloud rappers. Because we're none of those things, okay? We're geniuses. And all we need is a Focusrite Scarlet. For real though, there's nothing wrong with these things. They're great. They're like $300. You can plug in your guitar. You can plug in your microphone. You can go line in. It's perfect. Bass level, getting started. Realistically, you don't need anything more than this. These things are the bane of some music producers' existence, and I kind of understand why aren't bad on their face. It's only when they get into the hands of other people that they cause havoc. The Focusrite, it's synonymous with bad home recordings. Just, don't let anybody's opinion dissuade you from anything when it comes to being creative, because they don't fucking know shit. Next thing is your software you're going to need. This is probably going to be the bulk of your investment. I have a MacBook Pro here, which I've actually had for a long time. Let me look it up here. It's got a 2.7 gigahertz processor, Intel Core i5, memory of 8 gigabyte, whatever. I'll put the specs up. I don't know specs, I just know that this was relatively what I needed to run audio software and record music. So that's what I got. You can get a brand new MacBook Pro, which would probably be the best, but that's gonna run you like $2,500. Or if you're, if you have a keen eye and you're perspicacious, you can find yourself one on a buy and sell for anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. Not ideal, but this is one area that you really don't want to skip out on. You're going to want to get yourself a decent laptop that's going to have the processing power that you need to handle your recordings. I'm telling you, once you get 10 or 20 tracks on a song, things are going to slow down, so you do want a computer that's going to be able to handle it. You want to record guitars, you want to record voice, you want to record drums, you're going to need a strong enough computer to handle that. That might be something that you might want to look up on your own time to find something that meets your exact specifications, but at the very least, something strong. Now, guitars. Let me introduce you to my guitar. This is the Schecter the Schecter Banshee 6 SGR. It's the only guitar I own. I got it for $300. It costs about $300 plus tax, brand new. I've been playing guitar for a very, very long time, but I've never spent more than a few $100 on a guitar because I don't really care that much. I just want something that I can play. And I bought this because it was something that I could play, but it was also good enough to record with. And I think it's good enough to... I love this guitar. I don't care if it's not a fucking Gibson Sean Paul or a PRS whatever. So yeah, if you're a decently competent at guitar, then something like this is really all you need. How I record bass, I'm going to save for a different video, but suffice it to say, I don't own a bass guitar. I recently discovered that I can just go line in with this thing, use a pitch shifter to pitch it down an entire octave, and it sounds like a bass guitar. And if you listen to my recordings, you can't really tell. Drums. I am a drummer. I've been playing drums my whole life, but I don't own the means to record an entire drum kit. What I do have is Logic X Pro. You know, it has a couple of dozen drum machines on it, and they sound great to me. I mean, there's a lot of debates, you know, the purists versus the practical people like me. You know, real natural acoustic drums versus, you know, programmed, sampled, you know, what's better? Well, it's not real. Oh, is it better? Is it worse? Is it real? Is it not real? Is it cheating? That only matters if you care what other people think. You're going to want to learn. If you have never programmed drums before, you're going to want to learn. Go on YouTube. Learn to read basic notation. Learn what a quarter note is. Learn what a half note is. Learn what 16th notes are. Learn how to read drum sheet music. It's really simple. Just go do that. Take half an hour and go learn to do that and learn how to program drums. Programming drums isn't really that hard if you are a drummer. If you're not, there are things out there that can help you. Drum loop packs, you know. Otherwise, just learn how to do it. One good thing to remember is if you're on your software, looking at your drums, there's a little thing here called velocity. Keep that cranked all the way up to 127 at all times. No, I'm just kidding. If you want to have dynamics, you know, you can mess with that. But keeping the velocity at the highest is going to give you the best sound of your, especially if you're recording metal, it's going to be like a sample, like a triggered sample at top volume. So most of my drum tracks all have the velocity kicked up to 127. That's how I do drums. So whatever. Any audio software you buy is already going to have drum machines installed. Logic has great ones. I don't really care. You can mess around with them as much as you want and make them sound however you want. Great. If you want to record actual drums, well, that's you might want to actually talk to somebody who knows more about that. You're going to need a hell of a lot more equipment, and you're going to need a hell of a lot more mics, and you're going to need a hell of a lot more time and a hell of a lot more patience. And if your goal is to create songs, first and foremost, it's just going to slow you down. And I know that sounds crazy to drumming purists, and it feels crazy to say because I've been a drummer my whole life, but when the time comes that I can actually record real drums, I'll do it. In the meantime, I don't really give a shit. Is my music good? Yes. That's what matters. Voice. You're gonna need a way to record your voice. This right here is a Shure PGA 48. I don't know. I found this microphone for $40. Again, on the buy and sell. It has an on switch. Whatever. One thing I've learned about recording voice, no matter how good your microphone is, your vocals will only sound as good as you can sing them, regardless of what kind of microphone you're using. Believe me, so much of it is in the actual recording. You have to sing perfectly, otherwise you're gonna notice. Seriously, if you've never recorded your own voice before, just you wait. It is going to break you down and destroy you. And you're going to lose your mind, and you're going to sit there You're going to listen to your voice and you're going to go, oh my god, I can't sing. All this time, I thought I knew how to sing. I can't actually sing. That's not true. You can sing. You just never done it right before. It's like in The Matrix. Why do my eyes hurt? It's because you never used them before. That's a lot what recording your own voice is like. If you've never done it before, you're not going to realize how out of tune you are. So the benefit is that recording your own voice is actually going to make you a better singer. But anyway, $40 microphone, line in to your Focusrite Scarlet, into your digital software, into your laptop, you're good to go. That's all you need. I have it written down here. No auto-tune. Hey, if you auto-tune, that's totally fine. Auto-tune is just something that never made sense to me. Oh, you can't sing? That's okay. Anyway. And then, if you do everything right, your music could sound like this. Not bad, right? So there you have it. That's a really, really quick rundown of how you can get started recording your own music. You don't have to break the bank. You don't have to have the best stuff. Far from it. You just need stuff. What I would advise more than anything is having the best music and playing your best when you're recording. All you need is this. Anyway, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, you just need stuff.
If you want to record actual drums, well, that's you might want to actually talk to somebody who knows more about that.